From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 13th, 2017. In a moment, we'll be taking a look at the USDJPY, the US dollar, versus the Japanese yen for today's trade analysis. But first, I want to recap yesterday's trade suggestion. If you look down here at the very bottom of the chart, you can see the euro-dollar trade going from yesterday. 1.1860 was the entry point. We have, of course, moved the stop loss to break even or better on the trade because we are now sitting 48 pips of profit on that trade from yesterday. A couple of things real quick about this trade. Previous uptrend, the black trend line coming up here on the chart. Current trend or current direction the market has been going in for the past several weeks is the small red trend line, top right hand corner of the chart. Now I know that for the past week or so we saw it rally and rise, but we came right up into that red trend line. Something else, let's go ahead and zoom it in a little bit. We began studying this in the trade room over the past couple of days. The blue box on the left of the high, the black box in the middle at the high, and now the green box on the right hand side of the high, showing us a change or shift in the pattern where before we were rising along the blue boxes and above the black trend line, and now we're starting a falling pattern along the red trend line. If that continues, we could see a substantial profit if it continues to pressure lower. We might begin to think about this as a head and shoulders pattern. Of course, the break under the green box, the blue shaded area, would give us a clue to a continuation of that pattern, but definitely something that has my interest. Of course, we're protecting profit on the trade. Let's look to follow this all the way down to 1.1735 for our next profit target, and then beyond there, look for further profit if it breaks lower beyond there. We do have some news today, CPI and retail sales out of the U.S. If it comes out positive for the U.S., we may see that move in our direction, which is lower for the euro dollar. Let's go ahead and move on over to the USDJPY. And again, as mentioned, there is some news coming up at 8:30 a.m. Eastern U.S. time today. CPI retail sales out of the U.S. If that comes positive, if it's better than the forecast, this currency pair typically would go up if it's positive news for the US dollar. If it's negative, of course, it would go the opposite, down. But in this case, we are holding a pretty substantial support zone just above the 112 level. If you look at the black box, top right-hand corner of the chart, we have been stuck inside that black box for several days. We have, of course, been in an overall uptrend, hesitating here inside the black box, but overall uptrend. We're above the 100 period moving average, and we've been moving in that direction. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time. Take a look at this. Let's count them out, including today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days now. We've been holding above the blue shaded area, 112.20, 112.45, as support. Now, there's been a couple of times it went above the black box into the orange zone, a couple of times it went below the black box, below the blue zone, but we have been holding, for the most part, opens and closes, daily candles inside that black box, above the blue zone, below the orange zone. So that's what has my interest today. If this stays above 112.20 today, I think we're looking for support. If we get positive news out of the U.S., positive sentiment out of the U.S., we look for support and the rally back higher in the direction of trend. All of that changes, of course, if we get a significant breakout under the blue zone, 112.20. We'll likely look for it to go lower. Of course, negative news would cause that to happen. So blue zone, very important for us today. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time. And actually, that doesn't help. Let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. It'll be easier to see some of this. There it is. Take a look. It's been challenging that blue zone. Even our previous 4-hour candle looking like almost it would be a breakout, and it hasn't yet. Let's watch the current blue candle, the current 4-hour candle, attempting that breakout underneath 112.20. You know, I don't want a 1-pip breakout. I want a significant clue to a breakout. So when I'm looking for a breakout, I want an open and close. I want a significant body underneath 112.20 to really give me a clue that this is a real breakout and not a false attempt to fool people into going short before turning higher. Now, I'm not ready to buy it yet either. Now, I would like to buy in the direction of trend positive US data. But typically, if I'm going to buy it, I'm looking for a substantial candle. And let's just draw it out here like this. And I'm going to make this blue to represent a bullish candle. So this isn't a bullish candle, but if we get a move like this, and it takes a move back above the blue shaded area above 112.45 on our news, and we get a substantial push in that direction, infusion of buy orders, that could be our first clue that we're looking for this to turn around and go back up. Now, if it doesn't do that and it stays underneath the blue shaded area and we get negative news out of the US, we'll likely look for this to go lower. So that's what we're kind of watching for today. We're watching for either the market to stay underneath, and I'll just make that red to represent a bearish move underneath the blue zone. Either it moves under the blue zone, stays under the blue zone, we get negative news, maybe come a short opportunity underneath the support zone, or if we get an influx of buy orders on positive news back above 112.45, we could be looking for a return of the uptrend for the US yen today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.